Hello, Sunny Hill family. We are on the last day of our Bible plan in our week together. Obviously, next week the Bible plan will continue, but for me, this is my last week, my last day with you guys this week. And it has been an amazing week. We have seen how God has sort of led us on a story, hasn't he? It has been beautiful. And the thoughts we've had have really sort of led in a way themselves, because have led us in a story themselves, because in that first day we were seeing that all things were made in Christ and through Christ. And the next day we were learning about sin and how God really hates sin, and we repented. The day after that we learned about the salvation of God, how he gives us our faith. And yesterday we saw how people of the covenant live. People who are in covenant with God live. And today is our final day. And we're looking at Genesis chapter 14 to Genesis chapter 16. And so I really want to look at today how we saw yesterday that we came under the covenant. Today I want to see how we should continue to live under the covenant. At this point, Abram had been under the covenant for some time now. In Genesis chapter 17, we see he's been under the covenant for over half his life almost. It's amazing. And he keeps on persisting, keeps on going. But we're not looking at Genesis 17. We're looking at Genesis 14 to 16. And specifically, I want to look at Genesis chapter 15. Genesis chapter 15, Abram and God have a vision. Or God sends a vision to Abram. And they have a conversation. You see, throughout the course of this covenant, the moment when God gave Abram the covenant, Abram was in communication with God. He was talking to God. He was asking him what to do. We see an essence of that in what we were talking about yesterday, with complete dependence on God. Complete faith that he was in control, that he would take care of us. And Abram doesn't just stop there, but in his conversations with God, he makes sure that he is reminded of the covenant that he has in place with God. And not just what that covenant means, what God says he will do, but also the expectation on Abram and what Abram was expected to do. And we see in chapter 16, he takes that a bit too seriously and tries to go and have Ishmael with Hagar, Sarai's thing. And he's a little too proactive in that department. But we see that he takes what he learns in chapter 15. What we see is he's reminding himself of the covenant, reminding himself of his responsibility, but also of the promises of God. So today, let's spend some time to really pray. Let's spend some time to really be in communication with God. 1 Thessalonians 5:17 says, pray without ceasing, pray continuously. So let's take some time today. Let's take some time now as we finish to talk to God, to see what he wants us to do today, to see if there's any opportunities today that he wants us to take advantage of for his name's sake, for his kingdom's sake. And let's make sure that as we read the Bible today, we really pay attention. We really look at it and allow and meditate on it today. Allow it to wash over us and teach us something new. God bless you and have a great day.